Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives with the Tonife Ermine. A small fixed blade. It's got a 3-finger handle with an oversized lanyard hole. It's a modified Bowie blade shape, 2.5 inches in blade length. The steel is listed as 7CR17 MOV. Yeah, so very small knife. You see it has a G10 handle scales, and it's got white liners, which are probably also G10. And it is a true full tang. This is a very interesting knife. I got this from gearbest.com, sent to me on request. Now the price on this is around $11, very reasonable. When I first saw this knife, I immediately recognized it as virtually identical to a now discontinued knife that Boker used to sell, right? Called the Ermine Bowie. Boker used to sell a knife like this for $40, and the Boker was also made in China. Now, I don't know why you would pay $40 for something like this, but like I said, it's discontinued, so you can't get it for that anyway. But $11, a much more reasonable price for something like this. And here is some usage footage for you. Now, a small little fixed blade like this, I think a lot of people would just carry it around town as a substitute for a folder. Some people prefer a small fixed blade to a folder. You know, it's just kind of a package opener type thing. But on the off chance that you would want to use this as like a backup to a backup for an outdoor knife, I figured I would include this footage, and it's a review, you got to show it doing something. So here it is making shavings. It does the job adequately, but it's such a short blade. I mean, it's 2.5 inches, you know, even shorter than a lot of the Moras that you would use to do this task. So, yeah, it doesn't have much reach. You know, it is a little bit awkward depending on how large your hand is. But like I said, if you were using this in the outdoors, it would be a backup to a backup. All right, so it's up to you how viable you think that is. But like I said, if you just wanted to use this around town as like an urban or suburban EDC, it would be pretty good. Obviously, full tang fixed blade would be a little more durable than your small folders. And at under 3 inches in blade length, it does get under some of those 3-inch length limits that they have in some places. So yeah, outdoor or indoor, that's your choice. But there's my little pile of shavings. Yes, is there no end to the survival skills that are demonstrated on this channel? Just kidding, but yeah, it can make shavings. Here's the sheath that it comes with. It's a leather sheath with a belt loop. It holds it in. It overlaps the handle a bit, you know. So, yeah, that's the sheath. I mean, it's a pretty bare bones, cheap sheath. So final thoughts on this blade. Well, like I said, this is based on like a discontinued knife that Boker used to try to sell for $40. And you gotta think that when Boker discontinued that knife, probably the company in China that Boker had making it for them just continued to produce the same knife and just changed the name. I mean, that's a lot more likely scenario than someone bothering to copy a knife that's not even around anymore and that most people don't know about, and that very few people actually bought, because why would you pay $40 for something like this? You wouldn't usually. But $11 for this, that is a really good deal. I mean, it's solid. The steel isn't that great, but for $11, I mean, this is less than most Ganzo folders, right? So I do consider it a good deal. I love little neck knives like this. I love Bowies. All right, so I will include the link if you want to pick one of these up. The Ermine. I've been told that means weasel. Okay, hope you enjoyed seeing this blade. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.